All right, everyone. Get him. So, I've been doing some research because this Great Reset thing has me thinking, because what they're really talking about in that Hill article was resetting the problems brought on by capitalism. Like, capitalism is so fucking terrible, blah, blah, blah. So I wanted to compare the United States versus other countries. And first thing I did was type in what's the list of socialist countries versus the list of communist countries. The problem with that list is, and you can do it yourself and see, China ends up on both lists. A lot of countries end up on both lists because there is not a actual definition of a socialist country, I believe is what it was, unless they declare themselves one. So you can't really say China's socialist or China's communist because China, I guess, shares aspects of both. So, but that's another story. But anyways, so I just want to start with this page because I'm trying to look up state or home ownership in China, and this is what I got. But now, I've started this little spreadsheet, which comes from this. So what I did, I downloaded some data. These are the top 10 socialist countries, okay? And then, like I said, I looked earlier, and then that is the list that comes up of communist countries. So China's on there, Vietnam, North Korea, Cuba, and Laos. Well, 4 out of those 5 are on this list of socialist. So there's a little insight for you. But this is clear as day, and you can't make it any more simpler than this for all you people who are like, oh, capitalism is so fucking bad. Capitalism sucks because I'm fucking poor, and I went to college for an underwater basket weaving degree, and now I can't get a job. Yeah, I live in California and I'm stupid. Idiots. So anyways, just been looking stuff up. So these are the current populations. The poverty lines, very interesting. Okay, or poverty rate first. So 10.5% is the most recent one I found in 2019, down from 11.8. China, 2 to 3%. But don't rush to conclusions yet. Population and poverty, what that comes to. 34,755,000 about. Now look at that number right there. Even though China is only down to 2 to 3%, now granted their population's more, still, it's roughly the same number, depending on what, I did 2 and 3%. So, but if you were to take the average, 28 plus 43, 61 divided by 2, 30,000-ish, 30 million-ish. So it's roughly the same. And then I went to poverty line. So for one person in the United States, and I'm sorry everyone, I noticed other videos, it looks clearer through my phone than it does on the video, but the poverty line in the US is 12,760, which is the average. It's different from Alaska to Hawaii, say, but it's roughly the same. That's for one person. If you have 8 people in your home, it's 44,000. And then in China, this is adjusted because the latest I could find was in 2017. Then it showed it from 2010. On average, it went up about 70 yuan every year. So I just took times it by 3. I added 210. So 3210 or $489 per year is the poverty line. How many millionaires? Well, there's 18.6 millionaires in the United States as of 2020. And now this was 2019. 1.58 millionaires in China, which is down from the year prior of 1.63 million. Even if you added those two numbers up, you're still 1/6 of the number of millionaires in the United States. Billionaires, 705 in the United States versus 389 in China, and that's from Forbes, okay? Still, we have almost double the amount of billionaires. Now, home ownership. Now, this gets tricky. Home ownership is an average 65%. It was a little higher the third quarter of 2020. Coronavirus is really screwing that up. I understand that. Now, home ownership in China is steady at about 89 to 90%. However, since China is a socialist or communist country, whatever one you want, you do not own your home. The state owns your home, which still not verified, but I heard what this Great Reset wants to do. Take home ownership out of the hands of the individual and turn it over to the state. Fuck that shit. Because what if you're someone, let's just say you guys know someone who has their house paid off. Or someone like me who's going to have their house paid off next year. What the fuck is that about? So if someone has their home paid off, what? Then the government's just going to come fucking take it from you? You better be cutting me a fat fucking check for that. So, yep, capitalism is just so terrible. Ugh, man. Like, I hate owning my own home. I hate being responsible for my own financial destiny. Yeah, and I know most of you are suffering through Corona. Sucks for you, but I'm not. So, don't take it out on me that you're suffering. That's bullshit. I wouldn't expect the same from you. I'm not expecting handouts, so you shouldn't either. Granted, there are people who legitimately need it, but I'd rather work my way up to be one of those 18.6 millionaires and be free than be one of these 1.58 millionaires and not have any fucking freedom.